And the value that Optimum7 and the expert Optimum7 team has, in my opinion, is that you get multiple people who are great at various execution levels. Just think about having a website, right? Having an e-commerce website with thousands of products. You need to build the website. You need to have the search and filter functionality that's robust, similar to Amazon, similar to what uline.com has. You need to then make sure that your products are integrated with Google Shopping and other channels out there. You need to make sure that the products are integrated with your internal inventory management system. So there's an infrastructure that needs to be built. And then on top of this, you have to work on marketing your products on different channels. You have to make sure you're integrated with Facebook with your feeds, with Instagram with your feeds. This is a lot of work. So when it comes to what we do at Optimum7, I think the primary value is that you have different expertise levels that can move quickly. And in business nowadays, margin of error is what's going to kill you. And margin of error has to do with how fast you can move with a specific initiative. And how fast you can move is the only arsenal you have against the billion-dollar organizations. They have more money, they have more resources, they have more brains, they can pay more for the same talent, but what they cannot do is they cannot move as fast as you can. So you need a partner that can move fast with you, and that's what Optimum7 does.
So one of the key factors that we have that differentiates us is that we have the ability to move fast in multiple directions at the same time. How that actually plays out is you're a website, you need an overhaul of your entire infrastructure, right? Now we're talking about adding search and filter to the website. We're talking about revitalizing all of your content. We're talking about building authority. You need teams for each one of those things. Now we take each of those facets. We have an overarching, theme to all of this. We've got timelines. We've got charts and execution deadlines to make sure that every little piece moves in line. But we have separate resources doing this because one person cannot possibly manufacture all these things at the same time. So it allows us to move with the speed of 3 people at one person's timeline. That's the true value.
And the internal teams, why can't the internal teams in organizations, why can't they handle this? Why can't they move as fast as Optimum7?
Well, an internal team is going to be brought down with all of their own internal agendas. I mean, any given position in any given company is going to be met with 10 different objectives at any time. Now for us, we're providing a value to our clients. Our clients are number one. So you can pause any other requests, any requests that come through. Hey, the clients come first. We need to execute this in this timeline. That's it. That's our job. That's our opportunity, and that's our gift to you.
To have the same level of expertise as an agency like Optimum7, to have that execution power, you would need to have $1.5 million of annual payroll. You would need to have at least 15 experts in your team. These experts could be back-end engineers, front-end engineers, QA engineers, project managers, project directors, SEO specialists, technical SEO specialists, content specialists, director of marketing. It is impossible for you as a business owner to hire all these people under the same roof. But with the resources that you get one expert, you could literally have 10, 15 experts. And this is our promise at Optimum7. One monthly fee, and you get access to not only all of these experts from a consultation standpoint, but you also get the execution. Now tell me, Kevin, why a business owner would not sign up for this?
The general reason would be they want to control everything in-house because they don't believe that somebody can really understand their business in the way that they can. Outside of that, a primary reason would, a general objection that we would receive is a budget. But, to your point, it's impossible to work off a budget. I mean, the value that we provide at the cost is unmatchable for you to do on your own. And the ability for us to vet and screen different marketing experts, good luck. I mean, the business owners that we work with are mavericks in their industry, but that's in their industry. We're in charge of the marketing. We're the ones that know how to hire an SEO specialist. We know the questions to ask them to separate the 99% of junk from that 1% of rare talent. We do that every day. We reject 95% of our candidates on resume alone. Is somebody who's running in a full enterprise going to be able to do that with skill and expertise? Probably not.
As a business owner, it's a huge challenge if you have less than 100 employees. When you lose one key employee, you lose the execution in that specific department. If your director of marketing walks away, if your paid search guy walks away, if your developer walks away, you start panicking. Who is going to replace this guy? This guy has been working with you for the past 3 years. He knows the ins and outs, and maybe you're not so great with documentation and processes. The next developer that comes in, the next marketing director that comes in, is going to take him 12 months to figure out what the hell was going on. So when you get Optimum7, when you buy Optimum7, essentially, you're buying insurance. You're buying liability insurance. You're making sure that you're spending that money on a monthly basis with Optimum7, where we can step in. If any one of your team members quit, we can step in within 24 hours. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, expanding beyond even just the internal teams. We had a conversation with a prospective client who's looking to replace their agency because their other agency went out of business. And this is a trend that we've seen over the past year to 2 years really aggressively. Larger companies are swallowing up smaller companies. We're always on the hunt for a merger or acquisition to make. There's tons of other agencies with resources that are scooping up smaller agencies. And when they get scooped up, they're gone. They're out of play. They get bought out by something or other, and now these companies are looking for somebody to man the ship. It's disappeared. Optimum7's been around 15 years, 16 years. It's not going away. It's not a 3-year-old agency that's on the risk of bankruptcy at any given time. There's security and stability here in the infrastructure that has been built. So outside of just the agency side, your people as well, obviously. We have experts that can come in and handle pretty much every situation that could come up.